down below. It's your house.
There's the howling tree.
The suction of their swung bodies caused 1,000 candles to flutter, stutter their light, hiss with desire to reflame themselves, so all the hung pumpkin scowls and leers and wild smiles were half snuffed to unhappy shadows. The whole went dead for a heartbeat. Then, as the kite sailed high, the tree blazed up with 1,000 new-cut pumpkin frowns, glares, grimaces, and grins. The windows of the house, black mirrors, saw the kite go away, until the boys and the kite and Mr. Moundshroud were very small on the horizon. And then down they sailed, off away, deep into the undiscovered country of old death and strange years in the frightful past.
Where are we going?
Where are we going? Where are we?
Not where, but when. 2,000, count them, years before Christ. Pipkin's there, waiting. I smell it. Light!
The moon began to blink. It closed up its eye and there was darkness. Then faster and faster it began to wink, to wax, to wane, to wax again, until 1,000 times over it flickered, and in flickering changed the landscape below, and then 50,000 times. So fast they could not see it, the moon extinguished itself and relit itself. The moon stopped winking and held very still, and the land was changed.
Look!
Egypt!
The River Nile. The Sphinx. The pyramids.
But notice anything different?
Why, it's all new. It's just been built. That means we really have gone back in time 4,000 years.
We're low to the ground.
The kite zoomed and skirted the sand dunes, flitted over one pyramid, and was drawn, as by suction, by an open tomb mouth set in a small cliff.
Hey, presto!
The kite took us off. Look!
It's going into the tomb mouth. Mr. Moundshroud is still hanging on. He can't leave us out here.
Mr. Moundshroud! Wait!
The boys ran to shout into the dark tomb doorway. They lifted their gaze and saw where they were. The Valley of the Kings, where huge stone gods loomed above. Dust sifted in a strange downpour of tears from their eyes, tears made of sand and powdered rock.
Mr. Moundshroud?
Something's happening. Something's coming towards us. But what? Look, I can see it now. It's Mummyclaw.
Look at that. It's just stopped. Right at our feet. Like it wants us to follow it.
Follow? In there?
I'll step on it, and we can follow it down. Here I go.
He disappeared into the darkness.
You mean into the burial chambers?
All of them come next and next and another. Quick. Watch for murder, boys. Murder.
The pillars on both sides of the rushing boys flashed to life. Pictures shivered and moved. The golden sun was on every pillar, but it was a sun with arms and legs bound tight with mummy wrappings. A dark creature struck the sun one dreadful blow. The sun died. As fires went out, the boys ran in blind darkness.
Yeah, sure.
What?
I think every night the sun dies, going to sleep. I wonder, will it come back? Tomorrow morning, will it still be dead?
As the boys slowed at the end of the long corridor, the sun was reborn. Spring arrived with golden horns. Light filled the corridor with pure fire. The strange god stood burning on every wall, his face a grand fire of triumph, wrapped in golden ribbons.
Why, heck, I know who that is. Saw him in a movie once with his terrible Egyptian mummies.
Osiris.
Yes. Lesson number 1 about Halloween. Osiris, son of the earth and sky, killed each night by his brother Darkness. Osiris, slain by autumn, murdered by his own night blood. Still it goes in every country, boy. Each has its death festival, having to do with seasons. Skulls and bones, boys, skeletons and ghosts. In Egypt, lads, see the death of Osiris, king of the dead. Gaze long.
Look, there's a hole. Leading to what? It's an Egyptian village.
What are those people doing? Looks like they're putting food out on the porches and sills.
For the homecoming ghosts.
Rows of oil lamps nailed to the house fronts.
The smoke looks like wandering spirits. You can almost see the haunts shifting in the cobblestones.
Look at those shadows. Almost like they're trying to enter the houses.
But they circle the warm food instead.
Those are treats. But they're not on the porch for wandering boys, but homeless ghosts.
Hey!
Do not lose your way in the dark, oh sweet death. Lost in the dark, but always dear. Do not wander, do not roam.
Smoke curled from the dim lamps, and the shadows stepped up on the porches and very gently touched the gifts of food. And in one house they could see an old grandfather mummy being taken out of the closet and put in the place of honor at the head of the table with food set before him. And the members of the family sat down to their evening meal and lifted their glasses and drank to the dead one seated there, all dust and dry silence.
Quick, now come find me. This way. No, it's this. Yes, here I am.
Look. Is that a real mummy?
Yes, real.
Mr. Mountroud, you?
Is there some boy there dresses like a mummy?
Why, me, sir.
Good. Grab the linen strip. Pull. Thanks, lad. Free. No fun being wrapped like some old funeral gift for the land of the dead. But, shh. Quick, boys. Hop into the niches. Stand stiff. Someone's coming. Play mummies, boys. Play dead. Easy. Here comes...
An army of mourners in gold and fine silks, bearing small sailing ship toys and copper bowls of food in their hands, appeared from a dark corridor. In their midst, a mummy case carried light as sunshine on the shoulders of 6 men, and behind that, a fresh-wrapped mummy with new paintings on its linen vestments and a small gold mask fitted over the hidden face.
See the food, boys, the toys? They put toys in the tombs, lads, so the gods will come and play, romp, roust about, and run children happy to the land of the dead. See the boats, kites, jump ropes, toy knives?
But look at the size of that mummy. It's a 12-year-old boy in there, like me.
And that gold mask on that boy mummy's face. Doesn't it look familiar?
Yeah.
Not a whisper, not a murmur.
No, Pipkin!
Yes. Hey, I'm here. Under the mask. Under the wrappings. Can't move. Can't yell. Can't fight free.
Pipkin! Wait!
Can't help it. Trapped. Follow. Me.
Follow you where, Pipkin? Meet you where?
Wait, we'll save old Pipkin yet. Sly does it. Slide and creep, boys.
Holy cow! Look! They're putting Pipkin's mummy in the coffin. And the coffin inside the...
Sarcophagus. A coffin in a coffin in a coffin, lad. Each larger than the last, all done up in hieroglyphics to tell his story.
Pipkin's life?
Or whoever Pipkin was this time around, this year, 4,000 years ago.
Yeah. Look at the pictures on the side of the coffin. Pipkin 1-year-old, Pipkin 5, Pipkin 10 and running fast, Pipkin up an apple tree, Pipkin pretending to drown in a lake, Pipkin eating his way through a peach orchard. Wait, what's that? What are they doing now?
They're putting furniture in the tomb for him to use in the land of the dead. Boats, kites, tops to spin, fresh fruits should Pipkin wake 100 years from now, hungry.
He'll be hungry, all right.
Good grief. Look, they're going out! They're closing the tomb! Come on!
No, wait!
Pipkin's still in there, buried. When do we save him?
Later. The long night is young. We'll see Pipkin again, never fear. Then...
Is that why I'm dressed like a mummy? Is that what my part of Halloween is all about?
All, boy, all. The Egyptians, why, they built to last. 10,000 years they planned for. Tombs, boys, tombs. Graves, mummies, bones, death. Death was at the very heart, gizzard-like soul and body of their life. Tombs and more tombs with secret passes, so no one might be found, so grave robbers could not borrow souls and toys and gold. You're a mummy, boy, because that's how they dressed for eternity. Spun up in a cocoon of threads, they hoped to come forth like lovely butterflies in some far dear loving world. Know your cocoon, boy. Touch the strange stuffs.
Why, every day was Halloween to them. Every day?
More to see. Come on, boys.
And they walked out of the catacombs into the twilight of an old Egyptian day. A great pyramid lay before them, waiting.
Last one to the top is a monkey's uncle.
On the head, you're so strong. You sure can die. Don't down. This is really hard.
Grasping, they reached the pyramid's top. where waited a vast crystal lens, a viewing glass, which spun slowly